Welcome in, everyone. Nice. Anyways, how we all doing? I do have a lot of people in here. You guys were early too. Do.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, what's up?
Loving it. You've already been going for like a minute and 8 seconds.
Oh yeah, I started right on the money.
Right
Yes,
on the money.
I know, Greg. What's up, MCC? Welcome in. Wingspan, called Dead, Oath Keeper. What? Oath Keepers in the house? Crafty. So how's it going?
Oh, pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, one thing we haven't heard is Billy or the Hawk saying they're innocent. They won't even deny it, really.
I can't deny it. I'm a fucking rider. Just had to.
Just had to.
Just had to. I haven't heard that song in forever.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Billy doesn't want anybody knowing where he is right now. He's got a couple of court cases coming up, though, for restraining orders.
Yeah, that's what Sean Porter was saying, wasn't he?
I think he was saying something about that. I don't remember what he said, though.
He said something about he said it quick, but something about he had court coming up.
Yeah, he does. Because he likes to threaten witnesses and victims. He thinks that makes him look innocent, I guess.
Phoenix is in the house too. I
Yeah,
mean, I guess go with whatever you can. What's up, Jenny? Auditing live. I mean, just go with what you can, I guess, or wing it, I guess, right? He's been winging it this whole time.
Yeah, winging it.
Yeah, with the wing.
Well,
I only say wing it because you know why.
I came across. Oh shoot! It's on my other phone, but damn it! I wanted to send that to you too.
Damn it.
Let me get off of here and then I'll send you the pic.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Right. Sending the pic. All right. Gregory, but they don't see you doing that. Did you see the video I just released? I didn't. I just got off of work and went straight into a live. Oh, okay. 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 Let's see. Share. Sharing is caring. But what's everybody up to? It was crazy as hell. Damn, I'm about to go watch it. MCC, and now I know to go see it. Right? Oh shit! Thanks for dropping that link. Definitely go check it out. Oh, I need to email it to myself. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I missed a whole letter on that. Nice. But we got a lot to talk about today. Yeah. Friends of Code, welcome in. Hey, just a guy having fun. What's up, Ajot? Juglus, what's up? Welcome in. Um, you, yeah, Gregory's here. He's just not up on the stage because they got another guest coming in. Hopefully soon. Two guests, actually, I should say, huh? Hell, thanks, Crossley. And actually, I am gonna be on the road tonight. I kind of wish I was in Tucson though, because I know they're going out. But I'm gonna stay out here and do this area. I kind of want Glendale. So Glendale, guess who's coming out? We have a new. Yeah. What's up, BS? She's gonna kick your ass. I say do it. Go for it. What's up, Centro? Billy likes it. And I don't know if I can put that up there. I won't put that. That's one I'm not gonna put. But thanks for putting that. Oh, hold on. I did email myself that picture. I'm messing around. I got distracted. Bitch, don't be mad. Oh shit, I don't have my banner up either. As I'm over here fucking singing songs. Bitch, don't be mad. Don't be mad. You should be happy.
Jay,
The
put that
fuck?
up. So
Why
I
is it
sent
doing that?
you. Oh, you hear me now?
Yeah, it was doing some weird ass shit. Yeah, I'm gonna get it out of my email right now because I emailed it to myself.
Okay. Um,
I was like, oh, that's gonna be something to share. Boom shakalaka.
did you already email it?
Oh yeah. Boom. Just working on it. Yeah, I got distracted for a minute reading the chat.
Okay. So can you expand that? Because the that first statistic on the left,
This one?
you see the
Oh wait,
one
yeah.
with you can go
Which
a
one?
little bigger, go bigger than that if you can. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, yeah, that you see. Okay, wait. Move it over. Yeah, see that one right there, and then down. Go down a little bit so that we can see up. No,
The
go
Mitchell
down.
County.
No, you're going. I'm sorry. Go up.
Oh, my bad. The opposite way.
Yeah. Okay,
This
there
one.
we go. Yeah. So it says violent deaths, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Mitchell County had 5 violent deaths in 2022.
2022. Yep.
67% of homicides and 74% of suicides in the past 10 years involved a firearm. Now, this chart right here, it says all viewed. I can barely see that.
All
All
violent deaths
deaths
and
and
firearm
firearm
deaths.
deaths by manner in Mitchell County. All right, that's for 10 years though. That's from the years 2013 to 2022. So we don't have the last few years, but we do have 10 years of data here.
Right.
And if you notice, according to them, there's only been 5 homicides. And right next to that, there's been 71 or 61 suicides. 61 suicides and only 5 homicides.
Wow. They're labeling most deaths by gun suicides.
Yeah,
Possibly.
those are violent deaths. So it says the firearm deaths is the like brownish orange color. I don't know what
Right.
color would you call that.
It's probably supposed to be orange.
Okay. And then green. All right. So there's 35 green ones. Those are the violent deaths. And then the orange ones are firearm deaths.
Okay.
So there's 35 violent deaths in some other manner than firearm, but 26 of them were firearms.
Wow.
That's a lot of suicides.
That's crazy.
It seems like every single thing is a suicide to them.
Well, they're not even looking into some of this stuff. I'm sure that the numbers don't. I don't know. That doesn't seem right. Like they should be like investigating every one of the sheriffs that were in this county. This whole county needs to be checked into.
Well, there was some talk about like, that's a possible thing that they do because it looks better on their murder rate.
Right.
They don't want that statistic on there because it makes it seem like it's a violent area.
Town. Yeah. That makes sense.
Right. And
Lower
so they
it.
label everything a suicide.
Right. That's crazy. I'm glad you found this. This is what you were looking for the other day.
Yeah. Yeah, I found it.
Bitch, don't be.
I just can't fathom what it is holding them up. They're just perfectly willing to let a murderer walk the streets while they fucking dick around.
Well, they're getting paid to dick around. I mean, it's government. What do you expect?
Well, a lot of folks seem to expect them to solve murders. I don't know.
I mean, we paid them to solve these murders and kidnappings and everything else.
According to them, they're finding me. There's only 5 in 10 years. It's not even that's a half a murder a year.
Wow, that's crazy. No wonder everybody goes to that town.
Right.
You may not even come out.
Well, there's a shitload of suicides. Apparently, everybody goes there to commit suicide.
That's what I'm saying. You won't come out. They're just gonna roll you a suicide, knowing that you probably saw your murderer. You probably looked your murderer dead in his eyes.
Right. It really draws into question all those cases.
Every one of them.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, so for the last 10 years, can we get records requests on that? I mean, I'm sure they're not going to go 10 years. They're probably not even going to have 10 years, even though they're supposed to have all these public records.
Well, Sean Rickman was the neighbor of Andrea,
Mm-hmm.
and the sheriff didn't even seem to put that together that they were neighbors and that they had both died suspiciously.
Right.
I mean, until it was brought to his attention, but it didn't seem like he had.
Like, it was just going to go out and start
That he had known.
investigating
That
more.
it didn't seem like he knew that.
I don't even think that fool even picked up a pencil to even write that shit down. To even think.
No, I think he was. No, I think the contrary. I think he was very shocked to hear that, and he said something to the effect of, "Oh, that is very suspicious right off the bat. Like having two suspicious deaths of neighbors. You know,
But
both
why? But that makes me wonder why somebody else has to let or help this sheriff who is elected to be in a position that he should know he should be investigating these things. Like, even that, when I was talking to Maria last night, me and her were talking about this, and because I asked her, she has I don't know if she wants me to put this out there, but I'm gonna put it out there anyway. She has quite a few she went to quite a few deaths in her family. So it was kind of hard for her, but she's been paying attention to this and she's been watching it. And so we were talking about it, and I pretty much stayed up all night talking to her. But she was telling me a little bit of things, and it kind of made me wonder, like, why aren't they even going back in the house? Like, now we're, like, we've opened their eyes to a couple of things, or like you said, he's saying this is suspicious, so why not get a warrant, go back in the house, and maybe open up some drainages, or like, I know he showered and he might have shaved in the shower, so it would be in the drains. You can't spray the luminol, or I don't know if that's what it's called, down there to see if there was bleach ran through, or if there was blood present. Like, it just that would, like, maybe put him into gear, like, would be SBT calling and everything, and would that get him in gear, or would that, I don't know, like, it's just questionable.
Well, that's just my recollection of the phone call. We might have to go and hear that spot again in the phone call. I don't know. Maybe if BSBT can find the phone call where the sheriff is talking about that particular thing. You know what I'm talking about?
Sheriff was talking about when he says the suicide one.
Well, after that,
Uh-huh.
when he says that he's like taken aback about neighbors being dying.
Oh, yeah.
That part. Can you find that part?
Yeah.
Okay, he'll find that part. He'll find a link in a.
And then, who was the arms dealer again? What was his name?
Mark Owens.
Okay, Mark Owens. Okay.
Retired lieutenant colonel.
Okay, that's all I remember was retired lieutenant colonel Mark Owens. Okay, thanks.
And he supposedly purchased a motel room for Billy and the Hawk.
Right.
Night of the Red Rum and the next night. But they only stayed in the room for one night, according to Billy. Because
right, and
the house was available for them to go back to the next day.
I got the timestamp on that video.
The timestamp and link, send it to us.
Send it to me.
Yeah.
I've been very jokesterous, I guess you call it, right? I've been having some laughs all day today from work. Got a new class.
You got what?
A new class.
A new class. All right.
Yep. New class. Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, so there are which ones I'm talking.
Did you get a link, Westside? He texted you.
Brian. Oh yeah. Yep. Sure did.
Okay. Did he write down a timestamp?
Hopefully. The SBT is usually on it. Okay. Don't
On
question.
it. On it. No question. We'll go with that story.
Hey, if I said it, it happened.
Yeah. Yeah,
You
I
too.
think that was the Ted Masters in the call. As far as I was concerned, that's what I heard out of it, and I'm like, Ted Masters. You know,
Right.
because that's the point where I could see instant intrigue, or I could hear it. I could hear the intrigue and the wonder and concern and surprise in his voice when it comes to his attention that there was another death right next door.
Right.
Because at first BSBT was talking about two, but he didn't say their names. But then when he says his name,
Right. Hold on.
when
My bad.
BSBT
Go
said
ahead.
Sean Rickman, then the sheriff immediately remembers, I think. I
Right.
think that's what it is. Trying to remember. Tell me when you're ready to play.
I believe I'm ready, but let me look again real quick. Double check. Because I believe the link he sent me was the one we needed.
Yeah.
Right where he had me. Yep. 210.
No, it's a little bit further up.
We can like how much further?
211, 211:30.
2:11:30.
I'm a little ahead of it.
Now he's saying 2:12:48. Can you hear it playing? Because if she's playing it, I can't hear it. Are you
Is it not
playing
playing?
the video?
Hold on.
I haven't heard a thing.
Yeah. It gave me a thing on StreamYard, so hold on. Let me do it again. I had to stop it. Because it did say that.
Okay, what?
Okay. And it was 212 what?
2:12:48 for the third time. Remember when you said BSBT is usually open? Okay, we've got a
Hey now.
2:10 timestamp, a 2:11 timestamp, and now a 2:12 timestamp.
Now.
Huh?
Now, we got sound, yes or no? Let's double check.
2:12 what? BSBT?
2:12:48.
2:12:48. All right, let's play.
Exactly on it.
Background noise like that. Okay, so what I want to know is about
Could you hear it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm making sure.
Okay.
the neighbor's name is Sean Rickman. My understanding is that he died due to blunt force trauma to the head. And then I wanted to know if there was any sort of investigation in regards to Sean Rickman. That was last summer.
Okay, I know the one you're talking about now. Okay, that's all I think about. I will have to have the officer to give you a call back about that. Okay. I don't know anything about it, and I will have to. It will probably be Monday because my chief deputy had got a public records request about that. Was doing some follow up, and he is taking off tomorrow to go off with his family. So it would probably. Well, we can get back to you.
Well, the request I have is going to be very simple on these matters is I need to get public information on these matters. And if they're not willing to release the public information because it's part of an active ongoing investigation, I thoroughly understand that. But what I need to know is if there is an ongoing active investigation, otherwise I'm going to need to get some records from your department. Does that make sense, Sheriff?
It does. Email me what your request is, and we'll go from there.
Oh, what is the email for me, sir?
MCSD at Mitchell County NC.gov.
And then could you repeat that just one more time for me, sir?
MCSD at Mitchell County NC.gov.
Well, sir, you've been more than helpful with information, and I wish the lady that was answering the phone had been as helpful as you. She really was reluctant to give her first and her last name, and I just want to stress to you the importance of that because of the impression that could give to the public, right?
Okay.
Okay, and then the lead detective, and then your lead.
I think we need to rewind it. It was a little before that. I think try the 211 mark, or let's try 210 where he first started.
Suicide, Sheriff.
We did about 2 deaths.
2 deaths. I never said a suicide, sir.
No, but you said 2 deaths. The only death that I know about is 1. And, go ahead. I mean, who are you talking about?
Okay, so Andrea Mitchell, are you familiar? Or Andrea Matthews, I'm sorry? I had Mitchell County on the mind.
Which one?
I'm sorry, Andrea Matthews?
I'm not for sure about the name. I'm thinking that's going to be the one that you're talking about. But no, I don't know anything about 2 deaths. I don't, especially neighbors. I mean, that would be odd. I don't know anything. What I will do is I will have to give you a call sometime tomorrow.
Pause it. You see what he said? West Side?
Yep, that makes sense. Yep.
Oh, were you muted? Were you muted?
Yeah, I was muted.
Okay.
I was talking to myself over here.
Okay. Did you hear what he said?
Yeah, I'm gonna play it one more time though.
He said, frankly, that would be odd.
Okay.
I think. Okay. Play it again.
Let me just play it one more time. And it's real quick, right? Like not even a full.
What I will do is I will have him give you a call sometime tomorrow.
Well, my concern, and let me just be a little clear on my concern right now.
Where did you take
number one? Somebody made a phone.
Oh, it jumped all the way to fuck. Wait, no, I was in the right spot, but hold on. We did what? So say that again. It moved a lot.
Remember the timestamp? It was 10 something. The first timestamp BSBT gave us, huh? 210. What?
I started about 46 a while ago.
12. 21012.
Well, do you have more than one case of next door neighbors both dying right next?
No, I know.
Okay, so you know which ones I'm talking about, right, Sheriff?
No, because I don't have to. No, we have 1 death that we investigated with the SBI that was, right now there's nothing leads us to think that we can prove it's anything but a suicide. But no, we don't have 2 deaths.
Well, I thought, how did you know I was calling you about a suicide? I didn't mention anything about a suicide, Sheriff.
You said about 2 deaths.
2 deaths. I never said a suicide, sir.
No, but you said 2 deaths. The only death that I know about is 1. And, go ahead. I mean, who are you talking about?
Okay, so Andrea Mitchell, are you familiar? Or Andrea Matthews, I'm sorry? I had Mitchell County on the mind.
Which one?
I'm sorry, Andrea Matthews?
I'm not for sure about the name. I'm thinking that's going to be the one that you're talking about. But no, I don't know anything about two deaths. I don't, especially neighbors. I mean, that would be odd. I don't know anything. What I will do is I will have him give you a call
Okay, pause
sometime
it.
tomorrow night.
Well, my
You caught that part?
I caught it again. Yep.
Okay, do you know how to rewind just like 10 or 20 seconds?
Not on the computer.
concern, and
Nope, not on the computer.
If you can see the
I have to
timestamp,
move-
right?
I have to move the thing back and forth. Yes.
In order to see the timestamp, you can't just click on the video on the screen to see the timestamp without moving the video,
The timestamps at the bottom down there, right at the bottom, right here.
right? It won't tell you unless you move the thing.
No, it moves. It does the thing. Yeah, but I don't know what the fuck's going on with my mouse.
We
It's
want to mark the spot. We
right.
want to know where that is.
So I'm right now where I'm
Just so we
paused.
can move back a little.
211:35.
Okay.
he said, especially neighbors, I think that would be odd.
Especially neighbors, I think that would be odd. Okay, let's try to. Yeah,
So if he thinks that would be odd, then he should probably be investigating.
right.
By now, yes.
Yeah, because there are two neighbors. You know. Let's keep
And
playing
almost-
a little bit.
It was almost a year too, right? I went back a little bit. I went to 11:20.
Okay, let's try that.
About two deaths. I don't, especially neighbors. I mean, that would be odd. I don't know anything. What I will do is I will have him give you a call sometime tomorrow night.
Well,
Okay,
my concern, and let me just be a little.
Go ahead.
So he said, I don't know anything about two deaths. Frankly, neighbors, that would be odd.
It would be odd. Yep.
Right. So clearly, we were bringing him information he did not have,
Yep.
I think, is the. Now, why does he not have that information?
That's a good question. I mean, it is sitting in front of him. I mean, all he has to do is look at the address and put it two and two together. Somebody has to be investigating something,
Obviously,
right?
I found out about it and I didn't even go looking. It got brought to me. So,
Right.
why
Right.
is he not aware of this? Is he the only one that thinks that's odd over there? Ashley Beam doesn't think that's odd, or what?
It's actually being even looking into it is the question.
Well, I have a feeling that he said something after that to Ashley Beam, or, you know, he's going to want answers on that
Right.
because he got told something that he didn't know, he wasn't expecting. Two deaths. Being neighbors is frankly very fucking odd.
Very. And
You
they
know,
didn't know nothing about it.
That. Yeah, but the problem is they probably fucking ruled that suicide too or something, you know?
I mean, well, with their record for 10 years.
What? Their
I said
record.
with their record for 10 years of showing, I mean, there's.
Yeah, 10 years, 5 homicides in 10 years, 61 suicides. It's fucking crazy.
That is.
I mean, I don't know, 61 suicides, that's 6.1 per year. A suicide every 2 months.
Right. Seems like they look over a lot of shit.
But there's only one murder every 2 years. Doesn't seem right just on the surface. You know, who's that comment? What did they say?
The one I just had or this one, Brian?
Oh, that's Brian Johnson. I can't see it. It's too small.
says-
on my
Is there an oversight committee? The one before that, I believe I had Stephanie or no Gloria's, and she was saying it seems they look over a lot of shit.
An oversight committee for Mitchell County or for the sheriffs or what? Well, we were talking about the SBI. Well, that's not an oversight committee. It's another agency that could take the investigation. They did the crime scene investigation. They didn't. They're not doing the entire investigation, at least not at this time that I'm
Right.
aware of. But there is an effort to lobby the sheriffs to ask the SBI to take over the investigation, as well as a campaign to lobby the. Well, I'm not sure if it's the state's attorney or the district attorney for the county. I would think it would be the state's attorney, though, that would be filing murder charges. But I mean, until there's charges, there's no charges. So I don't understand, talking to the prosecutor. But the prosecutor, whoever the prosecutor is, they can do their own investigation. They don't need the police to do an investigation. They're not required to. They have their own investigators and
Right.
police powers, essentially. Especially the state attorney. Right, but they can ask the SBI to take over the investigation. But I don't believe the SBI can just take the investigation without being requested to do so by another agency. That's my understanding of it.
So then, what is the? I don't know if I even want to say it. So really,
What?
well, I don't know. Because I know Sean Porter was asking people, well, not people, but like he's asking, or he was saying that if we wanted something, or if we wanted to the SBI to take over or look into it a little bit more, they need to call or say something, right? Yeah. So see, Stephanie, that's what Stephanie put. It is to contact Sean said to request the SBI. So he's just saying that we should request the SBI.
Yeah, if you call the sheriff's department, you can tell them that you would like for them to ask the SBI to take over the Andrea Matthews investigation. You could do that if you want. I don't know how much success they'll have or whatever. I mean, asking the sheriff's department to give up an investigation, I just don't see that as the likely outcome. Because, I mean, usually departments don't give up their power voluntarily.
Right.
Especially if they're trying to keep their homicide rates down. Just declare everything a suicide.
Right. Which that all needs to be looked into. Every one of them, really.
I mean, I don't even know if that's odd. I don't know.
I don't either, but it's
But
kind
to
of
me,
odd.
it looks odd.
Right. It looks suspicious. Yeah. Might as well use their words against them.
I thought that seemed like an awful lot of suicides. I don't know. Compared to homicide.
Right. It's very interesting.
We have a video though.
We do.
We want to hear some more of this though, right? A little bit more of this. I forgot we were on the phone call.
Sure.
We should hear some more. Okay, go ahead.
Little clear on my concern right now is because number one, somebody made a phone call earlier to the Mitchell County sheriffs, right? And the lady who answered, she didn't want to give up her name, like her full name, and she's a public employee, correct?
Okay. She's all good to you. I don't know all that stuff, but go right ahead.
Okay. Well, I guess
We
my
don't need to
concern
go
with that is when she answered the phone call, she did.
Yeah, they're talking about that.
Yeah, we don't need to hear that part. We just, all right, we need to cut that about that because, frankly, the two deaths being neighbors is odd.
Right.
That's the Ted Masters, I think. What do you think?
That is the Ted Masters. And it's hopefully a good thing that he may be actually looking into it now. Might have put a little light under his ass. Like the little flame from your cigarette lighter.
Well, if he's not, why not? You know what I'm saying? Why the fuck
Right.
isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we should hear his email address again. Maybe we should listen to this until he says his email address again.
Oh, I got it.
You got it?
Yeah.
But we should hear it again for the audience because if they have any public information requests or anything.
Yeah. What's up, Four
So
Corners?
let's listen to a little bit more of this until he says that.
Didn't want to give her full name, right? Like, and she's a public employee, right?
Okay.
Like your name is out there. You had to obviously get elected sheriff, correct?
Yes.
So your first and last name is no big deal.
Mhm.
So why wouldn't they follow the sheriff's lead and give their first and last name upon request?
I don't know the answer to the question that you're asking.
Well, I heard it on a live stream on YouTube. And when I heard it on the live stream on YouTube, it really bothered me that she didn't want to give her first and her last name. That doesn't give me a very welcoming impression of the police department.
Okay.
Okay, but that's less important. What I really want to ask, whoa. Do you usually get a lot of background noise like that? Okay, so what I want to know is about the neighbor's name is Sean Rickman. My understanding is that he died due to blunt force trauma to the head. And then I wanted to know if there is any sort of investigation in regards to Sean Rickman. That was last summer.
Okay, I know the one you're talking about now. Okay, that's not the right thing about it. I will have to have the officer to give you a call back about that. Okay, I don't know anything about it, and I will have to. It will probably be Monday because my chief deputy had got a public records request about that, was doing some follow-up, and he is taking off tomorrow to go off with his family. So it would probably, we can get back to you.
Well, the request I have is going to be very simple on these matters is I need to get public information on these matters. And if they're not willing to release the public information because it's part of an active ongoing investigation, I thoroughly understand that. But what I need to know is if there is an ongoing active investigation. Otherwise, I'm going to need to get some records from your department. Does that make sense, Sheriff?
It does. Email me what your request is, and we'll go from there.
Oh, what is the email for me, sir?
mcsd@mitchell.county.nc.gov.
And then could you repeat that just one more time for me, sir?
mcsd@mitchell.county.nc.gov.
Well, sir, you've been more than helpful with information, and I wish the lady that was answering the phone had been as helpful as you. She really was reluctant to give her first and her last name, and I just want to stress to you the importance of that because of the impression that could give to the public, right?
Okay.
Okay, and then the lead detective, and then your lead detective, Ashley, he needs to be, if he's going to be investigating something, wouldn't he want to handle all leads from all people?
Yes, but where's the leads at? What are you talking about?
Well, I was listening to a live stream on YouTube. Somebody tried to call him and he hung up on them.
I don't know how to answer that, sir. Okay.
Yeah. And then I've also seen the video of Andrea when she was talking to you, sir.
When she was what?
When she was talking to you.
To me?
Yeah, that's also on YouTube.
I don't know anything about that either. That's bound to have been a long time ago.
Yeah, that was that was a little while ago. That was approximately 3 years ago.
Okay.
But she was voicing some concerns, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then, so again, if I could just get your, if I could just get some cooperation from the sheriff's department, that would be greatly appreciated.
Okay. I will be glad to look into it. Don't know anything that you're talking about other than what you're going to send me an email to.
Well, that's fine, sir. And then, like I said, there's 2 suspicious deaths now, untimely deaths of 2 neighbors. And I don't know if that happens very often in your county. I would have to imagine that does not happen very often. And so I'd like to stress the importance of, if there is somebody, committing murder in your area, I would like to know why there is not a rush to try to get information and try to get this situation under control. We don't want to have serial killers on the loose in Mitchell County.
Email me, and we will get back with you Monday whenever my chief deputy's back on vacation.
Can we agree you do not want serial murderers out on the loose in Mitchell County, North Carolina?
I don't know of any serial murders out on the loose in Mitchell County.
If there were serial murderers out on the loose, would you want to get them brought to justice and off the streets as quick as possible?
I mean, who was? Okay, you have a good day. I'm going to lose service here in a minute.
Okay, sir. Thank you for your time, sir.
Goodbye.
Bye. Okay,
So
ladies and gentlemen, sorry
I
about
think
that.
I think we were just listening to
Yeah.
him.
Very good.
I'm not sure.
Okay. That was a good call.
I'm not sure what else was in the queue or whatever, but I think we were just getting the email address or whatever.
Yeah, for that. Yeah. Yeah, I got another video. I'm not sure if he's ready for it. You want to do it?
I'm sure. I think that's all we needed from that video.
Hey, y'all.
Okay, so if you want to pause it,
Treehawk, I just wanted to encourage.
Started back from the beginning, but this is the Hawk. This is another one of his Facebook inspirational videos right here. So that's what we're watching.
Thanks for the intro.
Hey, y'all. Old Toothless Wonder here. Old Treehawk, I just wanted to encourage someone today to be an encourager. Get out of your comfort zone, and we're supposed to reach the ones who are struggling. So if you got a homeless man who's dirty and unkept, maybe smells like alcohol from the night before, and you can't invite him to your church, you might be at the wrong church. We're called to reach the broken and the lost, the black sheep. He left the 99 for me, so I'm speaking from experience. I believe every child of God has a calling on their life. We're called to do greater things. The Word of God says we're to do greater things in Jesus' name. So, with that being said, do something great today. Go encourage someone. Invite someone that you normally wouldn't invite to your church. And they might say no the first time around. But remember, closed mouth don't get fed, and the squeaky wheel gets the grease. So be determined, be tenacious. God's done a beautiful thing in my life. I got some fruit today. By the grace of God, I got some fruit today. And I got a long way to go. I'm quick to tell you, try Jesus, not me, because I'm still a work in progress. One thing I am positive of is that good work he started in me, he's going to finish. He really is. He's going to finish it. We're called to be a light in this world. We're called not to hide it under a bushel. Reach out into the darkness. Do it for the kingdom of God. We're supposed to love God, love people, and make disciples. If we're not, I believe we're doing it wrong. So I hope to encourage you today. Reach out and be an encourager. You don't need influencers. We need encouragers because there's a hope that is found in Christ. By His grace and mercy, I'm here to testify. Bless y'all's day, and remember, if you can't find a good person, encourage one. Hey, y'all.
So yeah, I
Hey,
mean,
y'all.
it's just all the religious stuff. I mean, it's very bizarre.
Now, in his, I guess we'd have to go back and watch some of his other lives. So has he been talking about this the whole time, or he hasn't been talking about it?
He goes into the religion talk, I think, all the time. It's very bizarre. It's very. It sounds like he's trying too hard to be inspirational, and he's not. But these are the type of lives that he's doing in the in between time. He keeps saying the one thing he said in there was, the fruits. I got some fruit today, something like that. So maybe somebody offered to let him crash out at their place or something. But I wonder what the fruit was that he got. That's the only thing I really picked up in that.
Right.
Everything else I was listening to is all about God and, just the mumble bumble religious stuff.
Right, because it was. I mean,
we can listen to it again. I don't think there's a whole lot in there, but feel free.
I mean, I didn't hear anything, but let's do it. I mean, I don't know.
Let's do the deep dive in the hall.
Oh, Treehawk, I just wanted to encourage someone today to be an encourager.
We're encouraging.
Get out of your comfort zone, and we're supposed to reach the ones who are struggling. So if you got a homeless man who's dirty and unkept, maybe smells like alcohol from the night before, and you can't invite him to your church, you might be at the wrong church. We're called to reach the broken and the lost.
Now that was something. No, that was a reference.
Yeah, I mean, who's we and who's all this? Why would he start off by saying, "Hey, do something for the homeless," and even if they smell like alcohol, and then if they're denied access to that church, then you might be at the wrong church, something like that.
Right. Exactly.
Nothing.
I got nothing. Because it's weird. But then he says we call to reach the broken and the lost. But how is
I mean, it's got subtitles on it, so yeah, we're called to reach the broken and the lost.
right. But it just, I don't know, it's just like weird. Like, okay, so we're encouraging. So we're having encouraging words. Then we also put in, like, to me it seems like not discouraging, but like, I don't know. Let's keep listening.
Black sheep.
Like you
He's up to
said,
99 for me, so I'm speaking from experience.
you know what I mean? Like how do you encourage somebody when you're not?
I don't know, but
you're not encourage yourself. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Well, if we can take Ed's comment down, I appreciate that. Ed hiding behind
Yeah.
Jeebus, the Bill Clinton defense. Jeebus forgives me. Yeah.
Yeah, my bad.
But
I forgot.
yeah, that way we can see the captions too, and we can see if there's anything worth salvaging out of this entire inspirational message right here.
I believe every child of God has a calling on their life. We're called to do
Every
greater
child of
things. The
God.
Word of God says we can do greater things in Jesus' name. So,
Nothing.
that being said, do something great today. Go encourage someone. Invite someone that you normally wouldn't invite to your church. And they might say no the first time around. But remember, closed mouth don't get fed and squeaky wheel gets the grease. So be determined, be tenacious. God's done a beautiful thing in my life. I got some fruit today.
There
By
you
the
go.
grace
Got
of
some
God, I
fruit
got some
today.
fruit today.
Mm-hmm.
By the grace of God,
I got a long way to go.
Yep. By the grace of God, he got some fruit today.
So I mean that can be that a holy mystery as to what he's talking about, you know.
Right. By the grace of God, I got some fruit today.
And I got a long way to go. I'm quick to tell you, try Jesus, not me, because I'm still a work in progress. One thing I am positive of is that good work he started in me, he's going to finish. He really is. He's going to finish it. We're called to be a light in this world. We're called not to hide it under a bushel. Reach out into the darkness. Do it for the kingdom.
Reach out to the darkness.
Yeah, it's all religious filler talk. It's like I mean trying to be inspirational, you know.
Hi,
That's
Kalani.
all that's all I can say. It's
For this one, yeah.
yeah, because from here on out, I think he just babbles the rest of the God stuff just like he did in the beginning. The fruits, though, are the only thing I picked out of that. I don't know if we got another video in the queue or not, but I don't think there's really too much to. That was good old Don Carney for you guys. Good old poopy bag.
Fresh out of the sleeping bag. So now,
Maybe the fruits he got were poop in his new sleeping bag.
so this is the one I wanted to ask people. When he sent me this video, it started at this point. I'm not sure if he was wanting to go from the beginning of it or oh shit, I shouldn't have closed that one, but okay.
Yeah, go from the beginning.
Okay. Perfect. Because it was already on the spot.
There's
So
a few things that I want to really focus in on this, and it's mainly about the Mountain Mama of evidence.
okay.
Okay, at the beginning. Okay, first of all, right at the beginning, Mountain Mama is on there with somebody else who I forget their name. Okay, and I'm not sure of their relationship to this whole thing, but Mountain Mama's on there, and Billy is about to get on, but she starts talking about how we all need to move on.
Right.
And this is posted on June 1st, which is 2 days after the Red Run. Okay. And and she's talking about moving on and how we need to move on. Don't let this get in the way of anything. We all got lives. Move on. Right? That's her theme.
Right.
And then Billy gets on there and he goes through just I don't even know how to describe it. It is the weirdest, like it's very weird. And then Billy, well then Mountain Mama tries to introduce a new character. And I always forget his freaking name.
Uncle something?
It's Uncle something, but I always want to say Uncle Fred.
It's
Uncle Frank.
Uncle. No, it's Uncle. I forgot what it is, but we'll see it right now.
Everybody in the chat, take a guess.
What's up, modern?
Yeah, everybody in the chat, take a guess. Uncle what?
Uncle what?
But this guy,
Uncle
okay, I
Pete.
want, huh?
Uncle Pete.
No, Uncle Pete. No,
No, it wasn't Uncle Pete.
Uncle Cracker.
that's so funny. But
No, it wasn't. It was Uncle. No, I want to say Uncle Ben, but that's right. It was Uncle something though. But go ahead.
Uncle Ben.
Uncle
Oh my
Ben.
God. Okay, well, Mountain Mama tries to introduce him into the mix, right? And
Right.
this guy, okay, well, we don't have a picture to bring up or anything. Is the video up? We should have a picture up while we're talking about this. Okay, skip forward a little bit. We don't want to hear her. The song is a good song. It's Welcome Home, West Virginia.
Right.
Okay, so Uncle Ben or whatever the hell it is.
It's an old white name. That's what it is. It's
He,
an old white name.
He wants to do this what seemed to me like NLP, which is neuro linguistic programming. And he has this
Uncle Doug.
idea. Huh?
Uncle Doug.
Uncle Doug, yeah. Uncle Doug. He wants to do a little neuro linguistic programming with Billy and have Billy create a picture in his mind of Lion One and then push the picture away as far as he wants so that he can be comfortable and he doesn't have to face the fact that he killed Lion One. Right? And he wants him to, he thinks feelings are bad and they get in the way. Right? Because you only need logic. And that is one way to get somebody to commit murder. Right? Because our feelings, sociopaths don't have feelings. Right? They don't, it's those feelings, it's our conscience that stops us from doing bad things. Right? And if you can disregard your feelings, then, then it's just a matter of logic. Right? Oh, there's my wife is a problem. Oh, just kill her.
Right.
You see, and then put it away, file it away, put that picture in your mind as far away as you can, create distance, right? And that's what Uncle Doug wants to do here at the request of Mountain Mama. Okay, and then at one point, Doug, he starts like he's trying to move on from this whole thing and get Billy to move on and yada yada, and then he says that we need to start building his resources like we know how to do. And Mountain Mama perks up, gets this real wicked smile on her face, and then does this sign language style hand signal. And Uncle Doug notices and he says, yeah. And she so all these things we're going to see in here. And then after that, Billy and the Hawk get on at the same time. Now they're not showing their video ever in this whole thing of Billy, but Billy and the Hawk get on there and they're going back and forth talking, and they're talking about anointing the house with oil and making the spirits go away, like how Andrea, trying to imply that Andrea was like a demon.
Right.
And we got rid of her, So this Mountain Mama, but the stuff she says right at the beginning, because I did just take you through the whole video kind of in what we're going to see. But because I really want to go over this with a fine tooth freaking comb, right? I think this Mountain Mama is about as shady as they freaking come. She's screaming gypsy fucking vibes, so hard, right? Oh.
Right.
just scream. And Donald Carney is screaming gypsy vibes, like how they, kill Andrea and then take over her house, try and take all her money. Oh
After
my,
being kicked out of there.
yeah, yeah. All right. So, but at the beginning, she is going to watch how fast she wants everybody to just move on, right? Watch how little she cares. And then watch how upset she is that Andrea doesn't call her back on the day she died, right? She was calling Andrea, according to her, and Andrea didn't call her back. And pay attention. You can tell she is butthurt about it. Even though she's killed, she is injured somehow by not getting a call back.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to let BSBT get back in there, but I kind of gave my summation. So when you see these things, you'll kind of know, Makes
Doing
sense?
good. Positive.
Yep,
Just trying
sure
to keep everything up. I know we're kind of coming today with a little bit of a celebration of life. We're just going to call it a celebration of life.
Yeah.
So we have a friend that's going to come in. Wanted to have, he's been called the Benghazi Rabbit. Wanted to have him in underneath better circumstances. I met him. Actually, we were just talking about it. It was August 1st. It was after the whole Trump thing. And he saw my shirt. And he's like, oh my God, I love your shirt. I love it. And I said, let me show you something. I showed him on the phone. And we've been friends ever since. And then I got a chance to meet him and his beautiful wife, Andrea. So I call him Billy the Kid. And got a chance to meet them with all the hurricane that was happening in North Carolina. And he was truly boots on the ground. They were, doing everything and anything, clearing brush for people, building bridges, helping fix houses, rescuing people. I mean, I was there the one day when they took the helicopter out and were doing a search and rescue for a family that they thought they knew where they would be and stuff like that. So I definitely want to bring him in and let him talk about a little bit of that. And then his wife, we're going to celebrate her life. I'm going to probably cry a little bit, but through the hurricane and everything, and I was just talking with Melzy about this the other day, is, here we still have a lot of dilemmas going on. There's a lot. Friday, we had a group of people that were being evicted from sleeping next to the river, and they no longer could sleep next to the river, so they made them move their camp. They've been living in tents since the hurricane. They've been living in camper trailers. They've been living, in vehicles. And, so that happened on Friday. And I tried a couple of times reaching out to Andrea. And I tried reaching out to her about that, but when she wouldn't answer my call, she always returns my call. So I called again another couple hours later. And then later, reached out to Billy and was like, hey, I tried to get a hold of you
That was the phone call.
today. I was all kind of lighthearted about it and everything. And I'm like, you guys always answer my calls. Like, why aren't you answering my calls? And he reached out to me and gave me a phone call. And she had decided that day to take her life. And in doing that, when somebody does that, we just have to remember to not let it take our life as well. The show must go on. There's things that we still have to do. And I know Billy he's got a couple other things that he's working on. And I know that he just wants to keep moving forward. And, maybe things all happen for a reason and we don't know why, but, we
He
still
just
have
made
to
the
carry
claim
on.
that it was a suicide. So, I'd like her to prove her claim.
Right. They want us to prove our side so they can prove theirs. Prove that it is. But she also knew the narrative. That was the narrative, right? That was the narrative.
Still have to go on and do, the things that we need to do. So, a little bit of that, but we're going to talk about, we also have Uncle Doug that's going to help him give a visual, so we'll bring in Uncle Doug there too. But I'd like to bring Billy in if that's all right, Melzy.
That sounds good.
All right. So the Benghazi Rabbit. It's my Billy the Kid.
Hi, Billy. Thanks for joining us today, and I'm so very, very sorry for your loss. And I know this is a very difficult time for you.
Thanks for having me. And Renee, thank you for being here.
You bet.
That
bet.
means a lot.
Yeah. I was with Billy all day yesterday. Actually, was kind of waiting to get the okay to come and to be there and to be with them, and got to spend the whole day.
Because you heard she didn't say, "Oh, Billy said she did this," or anything. She just said that was the day she decided to end it, or that, right?
Right.
Right. And then that was after a diatribe about line one not returning her call and how fucking butthurted she was.
Right.
Right. And then so she calls and she's all lighthearted about it though.
Right.
Yeah, because she's not butthurted. No. And
Right.
then she finds out and okay, that's the only possible explanation. So that was the day, right? And she just goes right into it, and then immediately it's get over it.
Get over it. Yep.
Yeah. Can we hear that again? Like from when she says, we'll just back it up like a minute. So if you can. Turn the volume off.
We still have to carry on. We still have to go on and do, the things that we need to do. So a little bit of that we're going to talk about. We also have Uncle Doug that's going to help him give a visual, so we'll bring in Uncle Doug there too. But I'd like to bring Billy in, if that's all right, Melzy.
That sounds good.
All right. So the Benghazi rabbit. It's my Billy the Kid.
Hi, Billy. Thanks for joining us today, and I'm so very, very sorry for your loss. And I know this is a very difficult time for you.
Thanks for having me. And Renee, thank you for being here.
You bet.
That means a lot.
Yeah. I was with Billy all day yesterday. Actually, was kind of waiting to get the okay to come and to be there and to be with them, and got to spend the whole day with him yesterday and have coffee and talk about things. And one of the things, and I don't know, Billy, if you took any of my advice, but yesterday we were sharing some of the text. Sometimes when people start going through this and planning stuff in their head, they go through all kinds of different weird phases, and maybe even like not answering the phone for me. She knew I would probably talk her down, and she already had this plan. Billy could see signs of something going on that was different, and she gave all indications that she was going to make some sort of a dramatic change or whatever. This isn't something that to take her life, and in doing that, there's dilemmas going on. There's a lot. Friday we had a group of people that were being evicted from sleeping next to the river, and they no longer could sleep next to the river, so they made them move their camp. They've been living in tents since the hurricane. They've been living in camper trailers. They've been living, in vehicles, and so that happened on Friday. And I tried a couple of times reaching out to Andrea, and I tried reaching out to her about that, but when she wouldn't answer my call, she always returns my call. So I called again another couple hours later, and then later, reached out to Billy and was like, hey, I tried to get a hold of you today. I was all kind of lighthearted about it and everything. And I'm like, you guys always answer my calls. Like, why aren't you answering my calls? And he reached out to me and gave me a phone call, and she had decided that day to take her life. And in doing that, when somebody does that, we just have to remember to not let it take our life as well. The show must go on. There's things that we still have to do, and I know Billy he's got a couple other things that he's working.
And the show must go on. Say it again. Unmute.
Yeah, I was just saying, yeah, show must go on is what she said. It's like
on, and I know that he just wants to keep moving forward, and maybe things all happen for a reason, and we don't know why, but we still have to carry on. We still have to go on and do the things that we need to do. So a little bit of that we're going
Yes.
to talk about. We also have Uncle Doug that's going to help him give a visual, so we'll bring in Uncle Doug there too. But I'd like to bring Billy in, if that's all right, Melzy.
That sounds good.
All right. So the Benghazi rabbit. It's my
Good
Billy
morning.
the Kid.
Hi, Billy. Thanks for joining us today, and I'm so very, very sorry for your loss. And I know this is a very difficult time for you.
Thanks for having me. And Renee, thank you for being here.
You bet.
That means a lot.
Yeah. I was with Billy all day yesterday. Actually, was kind of waiting to get the okay to come and to be there and to be with him, and got to spend the whole day with him yesterday and have coffee and talk about things. And one of the things, and I don't know, Billy, if you took any of my advice, but yesterday we were sharing some of the text. Sometimes when people start going through this and planning stuff in their head, they go through all kinds of different weird phases. And maybe even like not answering the phone for me, she knew I would probably talk her down, and she already had this plan. Billy could see signs of something going on that was different, and she gave
How
all.
did she know she already had these plans? She's gonna try.
Mm-hmm.
Indications that she was going to make some sort of a dramatic change or whatever. um this isn't something that you think of as a dramatic change. And I think Billy, even too, he tried to tell you that this is something God told her to do, which if this is what she was saying, that this is what God told, there's no way God would have had her take her own life.
No, I don't believe that. And we spoke, and we've been going through a lot since the hurricane. A lot. Sorry.
No, it's all good.
We lost our child in November. We've had subsequent false accusations, false arrests. We've had tens of thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of assets stolen from us. We've had people just constantly attack us in different ways, shapes, and forms, and it just took a toll on her. And ever since we lost our child, it was very hard for both of us to recover. Thankfully, I had a lot of friends and brothers and sisters in Christ that we've met throughout the storm that she met first, because she did a lot of the coordination for me while I was out doing the boots on the ground work and keeping her away from the most traumatic stuff. She did not, and she's told me this over and over, she did not witness what we all witnessed. But she dealt with her own journey. And we spoke Wednesday. I've been in the middle of some jobs in Charlotte to fund our nonprofit ministry. And we spoke Wednesday.
Jobs in Charlotte.
She's
Can you rewind it like
after a month or so, because she did a lot of the coordination for me while I was out doing the boots on the ground work and keeping her away from the most traumatic stuff. She did not, and she's told me this over and over, she did not witness what we all witnessed. But she dealt with her own journey. And we spoke Wednesday. I've been in the middle of some jobs in Charlotte to fund our nonprofit ministry. And we spoke Wednesday, and she told me something that she's finally, after a month or so of some torment that she's been having, she finally said to me that I'm ready to move forward. Like, great. And I'm thinking to myself, great. We're approaching the birthday. Let's go. We're approaching the anniversary. We only got our pups. Let's go up. Let's enjoy our vacation house up in the bay and finally get away. Let's take some time and get away from all this death, destruction, disease, everything that's in this area. It's taken a toll. And she told me that she prayed and she had discernment and guidance and clarity from God. But she finished that by saying that God spoke to her and she heard his voice. And then Friday, when I was working with my business partner in the middle of a chipping operation, I shut down the chipper and I turned everything off. And I told him, you know, how did she hear God's voice? Because I'm everything that I've read, everything that I've learned, everything that I've heard, us mere mortals, we can't hear God's voice. Well, I mean, we can in different ways, shapes, and forms, but for us to hear His voice directly, no. I mean, even in the good book says that you can't even lay eyes upon Him because He's so pure. So for me, something hit me, and I had clarity Friday. And I told my business partner, I need to be home by 3:00. I don't know why. I need to be home by 3:00. We're shutting down. We're getting all of this shipping done by 11, and I'm out of here. I'm taking the chipper back, and I'm going home. And I said to him, how did she hear His voice? I don't think she heard His voice, and I don't ever want to call my wife a liar. But I think she heard a voice that was soothing. And she was so strong in her faith, stronger than most of us here. And that it had to be something very powerful that came in and gave her a soothing voice, and she listened at her most vulnerable time, and she heard something that gave her, I'd say, a moment of peace. And you can see it was very methodically planned out. There were things in place, clean. Dogs were taken care of as best they could be. Things way out of place now in Captain Hindsight showing it, but it was all done, and it was done. And unfortunately, Friday, when I got home from
So
Charlotte,
you
I did
can
not
pause it
make it
real
home by
quick,
3
Westside.
o'clock. I was 30 minutes too late.
So this is the first alibi story. I mean, there was so much in there. Like we could probably spend the rest of this live stream just covering the last 10 minutes of that. Now that we've heard the other alibi stories too. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like he's making all these claims about the dog bowl being filled, right? About the perfume, about how he had a premonition, all the same stuff that you guys heard over and over in the alibi story. And this was just the first version of the alibi story before he handcrafted it and inserted the 3 dozen eggs and all the BS details that are nothing but filler to get him back to this concrete part of his alibi story. But there was so much in that. I mean, it's just absolutely ridiculous what he just said right there. He had the premonition. He had to shut down the wood chipper, right? The dog
Right.
bowls were fed. Like, why didn't he take pictures of all this stuff? You know what I'm saying? Be like, whoa, look at how unusual all this stuff was.
Right.
Where's his evidence to back all this stuff? It's just, hey, take my word for it. And then he keeps saying like she heard about a powerful voice coming to her. Like, is he trying to say that was God? Because I'm pretty sure by the Christian faith, God isn't going to command you to delete yourself.
Exactly.
I mean, that was just very odd hearing that alibi story, you know. That was the first one.
That was the first one.
That was
And-
the first one.
And Mountain Mama already knew it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what Mountain Mama knows. I mean, they were talking about doing work in North Carolina, you know, or Charlotte, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And they had to go up to Charlotte for some work. And then, you know, I don't know. It'd sure be nice to get clarification on some of these details instead of just Billy glancing over them saying this, and this. It's like, okay, well, then that leads to more questions. So how about answering some questions about certain specific details? You know, if you're so innocent, you should be able to show your innocence.
But now that you're asking too much at that point, right? That's what I'm guessing GS then would be saying, you know. They'd be saying you're asking too much.
I don't think it's asking a whole lot. I mean, they're the ones making the claim. They're the ones that claim that they know what happened. So if they know what happened, then show us what you saw. Give us a reason to believe you.
Right.
I mean, give us something to believe you. Be like, hey, here's some of the body cam footage. You know, you can see I was hysterically crying. You know?
I mean, because they want us to do give evidence so bad, but we're not the ones needing to get. I guess we're not the ones needing to give evidence when Billy doesn't have to give evidence. But at the same time, he did go on these lives and he did do the lives and answered some of these questions or gave some of the answers to some of these questions.
I'm just saying Billy is making claims, and then I'm saying I don't believe him. And so that's where I think a lot of the folks are at that have listened to this. And then even more of the folks that may have been on the fence or on the other side, the ones on the fence, I think, have already come over. And the ones on the other side, they've got really nothing they can say. So when they're quiet as a mouse, I think that tells you something.
Right.
I don't know.
Well, Rebecca said, in the face, that sounds weird.
Hmm. None of this sounds normal. None of this is normal. Like, this is probably the furthest thing from normal that you can get. We got gypsies that are roaming around, it appears, in Mitchell County that are potentially causing neighbors to die of blunt force trauma to the head a year ago, and now Andrea this year. So, and she died of a gunshot wound. So, gunshot wound and then blunt force trauma to the head. Both are violent attacks, both on folks that are way too young to be dying of natural causes. That's for sure.
Right.
And then that phone call from the sheriff, he said he admitted how suspicious that would be. Not
Right,
in his own words.
He was odd.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So I'm in the camp of I don't believe Billy. I'm in the camp I don't believe Billy.
And if I made it home by 3 o'clock, I guarantee you we would not be in the situation we're in now. But subsequently, we're here. And she's on her way to Winston-Salem right now. She'll be examined tomorrow. And from there, I'll let you guys know what's going on.
You know,
Billy.
Billy, it's so
Go ahead,
hard
Mel.
when you go through stuff like this. I experienced a best friend of mine that committed suicide when I was 13, and it took me years to recover from that and feeling guilt. I felt immense guilt because I thought that I was not there for her. And maybe I wasn't to the extent that I had been prior in my life, because we had moved away from each other and gone to different schools, and things had changed in our lives. And she was suffering in some way that she wasn't able to communicate that to anybody. And I had to accept her will that she had for her own life. And whatever that suffering is, I forgive her for for doing that act. It could have been so different if she'd reached out to someone, but she didn't.
Could
And
have been. If
so
she didn't.
that's the hard part, is living through and
Yeah, just ask Mountain Mama.
Yeah.
all those if this and this, and trying to cope with the why. And you may never know that. It could be that she was suffering so badly that the pain was just so immense she couldn't
Oh, I know
cope.
she was. And she's suffered
And
from chronic illness and pain for
and
years. There's no
postpartum
doctors that have been able to
depression,
help. Everything,
possibly if she
all of
lost a
it.
child.
Yep.
So
All
you
of
know,
it.
you I just I'm so very sorry. You know, I think that having Uncle Doug here actually is a blessing, because you don't know him like we do, but he is a wonderful, gentle person that I think could bring some insight of coping and how to you know, how to recover from this. So I don't know if you want to bring him in, Mama, but I think it'd be a great transition now if you
Yeah.
did.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely going to bring him in. I just wanted to say one other thing. And like Billy said, you know, here he thought he was going to get home on time and everything else, but methodically she did plan things out to the point of even like, you know, she always said she wanted to go home over and over again. She wanted to go home. And, you know, I was thinking about it. Billy said that, you know, he came home and he could smell perfume. And the only time they ever put perfume on, he said, is like if we were going out or whatever. She was planning to go home, but, you know, she took that same perfume. And when Billy went to go hug on the dogs, every one of those dogs had that perfume on them. So methodically, she planned it. You know, it just seems like if
Yeah,
you could
that's
take that
another claim.
energy and put it,
Methodically, she planned it. That's another claim. You don't have to pause it. I'm just going to get these in quick because this is a long video. So, are we
a
there?
little bit more towards trying to work on what the real problem is. And like Uncle Doug was saying earlier to Billy, wish he would have had a chance to talk to her. And again, so we're going to bring in Uncle Doug. Billy, love you, my brother. We're going to get through this one day at a time.
We are. We are. I have the best support system I could have ever asked for. But at the same point, I'm the most alone I've ever been in my life.
No,
Every-
One day
That's
we
right.
will get through this.
All right. Without further ado, I'm going to bring in Uncle Doug. And everybody's got mics going. We're all good.
Hi, Uncle Doug.
Hi.
Thanks for joining us today.
Okay. Billy, I think he overheard a conversation that I had with my son about the situation. And I think he understands a little bit of what the process is, but maybe we'll run through the process one time more, Billy.
Please.
Okay. Now, think of a person that you were very
So
close
that's
to.
what people was
good
talking about
friend,
right here. This is the
you
party was
really,
talking about.
really miss them, but they moved away. They went to another state, another country, or whatever. Now you know that you really like them back again, but you know that's not going to happen. Have you got one person in your mind right now?
Yes.
Okay. Now bring up a picture of that person in your mind. Now bring up your wife in that picture. When she was happy, have them meet each other, greet each other, enjoy each other's company. When you've done that, let me know.
You've done that. Billy's not picturing anything.
Oh, I actually have to go. There are people rolling up in my driveway.
Good choice, Billy.
Oh, that's all right, Billy. That's all right. You got to do what you got to do.
You've got
Yeah, right.
Two women up
responsibilities.
top
sir.
are ready for like a.
Yep. That's right,
Well,
Billy.
thank
We're
you
sending.
everybody for your time. I don't know
Yeah.
who's here. So.
And Billy is
All right. Thank
ready
you
to
everybody.
give up.
God bless you and have a wonderful day.
So you're trying to get Billy to visualize, and that's what, if you rewind, that's what people was talking about earlier. This part right here.
Thank you, Uncle Doug. I hope to speak with you
Bye,
again
Billy.
to further this conversation. All right. Take care.
I'll get you guys I'll get you guys linked up.
Contact me personally.
Yeah.
I think he's already gone.
Yeah. He's probably got people coming in.
Yeah. Well, the brain doesn't know reality from when you bring up like you can't do anything unless you can imagine you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
So when you bring up a picture of a person that moved away, you know that you'll probably never ever get to see them again, but they're okay. They're just in another place.
Mm-hmm.
And once you put that with his wife, and they're both happy in that, and then push that picture far enough away that it's comfortable and leave it there, and you'll find out that a lot has changed in his mind about his wife and about the situation and everything else. Then we have to build up his resources, as you know how to do now. And see, yeah, exactly.
You know, when I had that experience, I would get dreams. I was, you know, I'd have dreams of Alicia was her name. And at one point I was older in my adulthood, and Alicia came to me as, not as a child anymore, but like an adult. And we talked, and I don't know if it was real or not, but it was in my dream. And I asked her why, and she just said that she was just going through so much pain, and that she forgave me, and we just had a conversation, and that changed everything for me, because I was able to then realize she was okay with where she had gone.
Yeah. No, we all have a time that is time to make a transition and move on. Mm-hmm. And we will know when that time is right for us. Now, if I could have interceded before that happened, I could probably give her a better life. But that I couldn't do. But all of us need a little bit of learning how to
life.
Okay.
He could have gave her a better life, is what he said.
Yeah, so back it up about a minute where they do that little hand signal thing. I don't know if this is sign language or if this is some sort of gypsy, we get to kill folks and get away with it language. I don't know what this is.
Not as a child anymore, but like an adult. And we talked, and I don't know if it was real or not, but it was in my dream. And I asked her why, and she just said that she was just going through so much pain, and that she forgave me, and we just had a conversation, and that changed everything for me, because I was able to then realize she was okay with where she had gone.
Yeah. No, we all have a time that is time to make a transition and move on. Mm-hmm. And we will know when that time is right for us. Now, if I could have interceded before that happened, I could probably give her a better life. But that I couldn't do. But all of us need a little bit of learning how to run this mind and not let the mind run us. That's the secret. Don't let emotions run our life. How about we run our emotions? And once a person can take over their own thinking and their own mind, then they have no more fears, no more phobias, no more having somebody else, like NJ would say, drive our bus. In other words, somebody push our hot buttons, because we just laugh at that. Because when somebody pushes our hot buttons, they're pushing the hot button of the me that's over there, and it's not affecting me because I'm over here. I'm a bystander watching what's going on, getting all the information without the feelings. You don't need the feelings. They're only distractions. The information is what's important.
When did they do the little hand thing? I don't know if we backed it up. I don't know where we backed it up.
No, and I
went back.
went through a lot.
A minute. Oh, right there. Okay, hold on.
That a lot has changed in his mind about his wife and about the situation and everything else. Then we have to build up his resources, as you know how to do
I think
now.
it's right there.
And
build up his resources.
That right there.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, when I had that experience, I would get dreams.
So it was right before she had her.
The brain doesn't know know
We're talking about resources,
reality
dividing up
from what
resources or whatever.
when you bring
Right. This is right before she tells her little story thing.
So maybe I don't know. Maybe it's sign
She did.
language.
She definitely did something, and he saw it and was like, "Yep, they are hiding sin behind the religion."
up and like you can't do anything unless you can imagine you can do it.
Mhm.
So when you bring up a picture of a person that moved away, you know that you'll probably never ever get to see them again, but they're okay. They're just in another place.
Mhm.
And once you put that with his wife, and they're both happy in that, and then push that picture far enough away that it's comfortable, and leave it there, and you'll find out that a lot has changed in his
Yeah.
mind about his
Hey,
wife,
that's the
and about the
visualization.
situation and everything else. Then they have to build up his resources,
The resource.
as you know how to do now,
19.
and see, yeah, exactly.
You know, when I had that experience, I would get dreams. I was
Got it.
Yeah, the dreams. She's talking about the dreams again.
Yeah. It's right before her dreams. I got the numbers though. I got the timeline. That was interesting.
Mhm.
So should we keep listening or skip forward to when Billy comes back?
I'm trying to remember if there's anything valuable in the rest of this. I think we heard almost all of it, but I'm not sure. I forget how long they're up there until Billy comes back. You can probably just play this.
Okay.
you know, I'd have dreams of Alicia was her name. And at one point I was older in my adulthood, and Alicia came to me as not as a child anymore, but like an adult. And we talked, and I don't know if it was real or not, but it was in my dream. And I asked her why, and she just said that she was just going through so much pain, and that she forgave me, and we just had a conversation, and that changed everything for me, because I was able to then realize she was okay with where she had gone.
Yeah. No, we all have a time that is time to
Where
make
she
the
had gone, she's
transition
in hell according to you
and
guys.
move on.
Hmm.
And we will know when that time is right for us. Now, if I could have interceded before that happened, I could probably give her a better life. But that I couldn't do. But all of us
Yeah.
need a little bit of learning how to run this mind and not let the mind run us. That's the secret. Don't let emotions
Yes.
run our life. How about we run our emotions? And once a person can take over their own thinking and their own mind, then they have no more fears, no more phobias, no more having somebody else, like NJ would say, drive our bus. In other words, somebody push our hot buttons, because we just laugh at that. Because when somebody pushes our hot buttons, they're pushing the hot button of the me that's over there, and it's not affecting me because I'm over here. I'm a bystander watching what's going on, getting all the information without the feelings. You don't need the feelings, they're only distractions. The information is what's important.
Yep. No. And
Yeah,
he's went
in the
through a
way.
lot. I mean, things are hard, and was hard on me yesterday helping him and getting things cleaned up, and trying to get everything taken care of, and it's it's going to be a long road for him. I just hope that he keeps his chin up and keeps fighting the fight.
I think he could take some shortcuts if he had help.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he said he was going to try to come back in, but he said he had people that ended up showing up. So, Melzy lost her connection. So, we lost Melzy's connection as well. And I was supposed to have a young man come in and speak with us too today, but I haven't seen, I haven't gotten anything from them. So, that wasn't a guarantee because we didn't know how he'd be feeling. But you probably don't know because I know you're in the Dominican Republic, but we had a young 13-year-old that Trump during the what do you call it? State of the Union, he gave him an honorary Secret Service 13-year-old boy who's had multiple brain surgeries for tumors on his brain. And Trump made him Secret Service. So he's going to come in and speak with us today.
One more time.
I said that 13-year-old kid's probably doing better at police work than any of the sheriffs in Mitchell County at this point.
I agree.
We still got it on hold, so could happen at any moment. So keep in touch with that. Oh, here comes Melzy again, I think. Yep, she's back. There we go. There's our Melzy girl. So, but yeah. So I was going to have him in too, and that didn't work. And we did at least get to hear some on Billy, and I'm glad we kind of did that way. So at least he got to say some of that. And honestly, you guys, he was fighting all of these different entities up here in the mountains. He was fighting them all. But it was most of the ones that were coming, just like the ones that I had found, where they were coming in and taking and collecting a bunch of stuff and taking it home and selling it. And here he was working in his community and trying to make good for his community. And like he said, like every time it was one fight after another, everybody was always attacking him. And that's what happens. The enemy attacks us when we're doing our best. So kudos to everything that he did. And we were talking yesterday and he said, I can't take this as a blame for myself. Everything that she went through and everything that those people put her through, he goes, this rests on their shoulders more than mine. Which is true. Haters gonna hate always.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of people are jealous of success. And when they see somebody successful, they want to bring them down to their level instead of saying, you got something to teach me. You got something to teach me. You're a teacher if you're successful.
What's successful about Billy?
Yeah.
I'm definitely glad that we had to shed a little bit of light to this. My heart breaks for him. And just knowing that he was doing everything in his power to try to make things good. And sometimes when it's up here, more than anything, Uncle Doug, when it's up here, a lot of times those little voices in your head will take over and give way more power than your willpower, than your gut instinct, than that God can fathom. And I think that's where poor Andrea just couldn't fight those demons anymore. And like I said, I wish she would have called. I wish she would have answered my phone call or called me back that day, because I think I might have been able to help her. At least it would have been, I would have dropped everything and been right there. That.
Yeah. But I just really wish
dropped everything, been right there.
maybe a seminar.
Now, does she live in? I mean, not to put it out there, but does she live near Spruce Pines or?
I have no clue where Mountain Mama is. I think she might be the reason they were going to Charlotte.
Okay.
But I don't know.
Okay.
And how to control your mind, because this is it's a tool that we're born with without any book of instructions, and we're educated to be stupid, and educated to be a slave worker, and not educated how to use that beautiful piece of equipment that we're born with.
Well, let's do it then, Uncle Doug. We can do a seminar. We just need to plan it and figure out where. So we could do an online one so more people could join us, but we could also have a physical one as well, I think. And that would be, wonderful, I think. I agree, like that we have tools. I had to learn how to control my emotions when I went through something. A lot of people know that I'm a recovering alcoholic, and when I quit drinking, I had to learn how to live and live with my emotions. And I learned that I was triggered a lot by my emotions, and that I didn't have to get upset sometimes. I didn't have to let my emotions control me, but I learned to redirect my mind when I was having thoughts of insanity, thoughts that weren't clear, thoughts that didn't make sense to me. I would go for a walk, or I would reach out to someone, or I would use binaural beats or something that would get me redirected in my mind, kind of what you're teaching us. And so, thank you for all the work that you're doing. And I think that it would be a great way for people to learn how to live. Like you said, we're educated to be stupid, and we're under tremendous pressure in life, period. So if we can learn how to work through this, these times we all have. There's not one person that hasn't gone through a time where they feel like they have coals upon their head, or that it's overwhelming, right?
Right. But if you step outside the picture, you still
Dissociate yourselves.
You get all the information without the feelings. So you make better judgments.
Yeah.
The feelings are good. It's good to have feelings. Let's say when you're close to somebody, you love each other, that's the time to have feelings and emotions. But once you disagree with one person, that's the time to step out, get the information without the feelings. Don't let other people push your buttons. Don't let drugs and alcohol run your mind. It's your mind to run, not some alcohol or some drugs to do it. I don't know how many people are on drugs for all kinds of different mental problems. When the drugs don't cure the mental problems, the medical system wouldn't want somebody to cure something, because it'll put them out of business.
I agree totally. And they actually feed on our suffering. So we have the beautiful life that we are given, and how do we live it the best that we can? And for me, I had to make life changes. I had to reach out for help. That was a huge one. And I had to accept that I had a problem. That was another one. And then I had to seek, what am I going to do about this? Do I want to stay in this place? And I didn't. So I had to move. And that moving was doing the work that I had to do with the inner work inside. But I did have a group of people that helped me. And that was through the program of AA, a 12-step program. So, that's what saved my life. I don't go every day anymore, but I still love that program and speak highly of it, because it saved my life, But I think that there are other ways to recover. And
But just stay away from the professionals, because a lot of these professionals, like all the school shooters, were all on drugs and had a therapist. So was the drugs and was the therapist helping or not? Or was it MK
I don't
Ultra?
think so. Yeah, we're all in the MK Ultra program.
Oops, sorry.
We've all been MK Ultra'd because they, it's not just, they had a specific program, but they did the programming on all of us. And so that's part of us is breaking through this, right? And breaking through the programming. I need to get a shirt on my back because I'm starting to get like sun on my sunburn.
Okay.
And it's,
Right.
so I will, I'll be back.
Okay. I'm gonna, are you there, Billy? Hang on a second.
Yes, I'm here.
All
I was
right.
actually, I
You
was
got
telling
Hawk
Hawk
with you?
yesterday. Yeah, were you here when he anointed the house? Or did
No.
you?
Is
So
the olive oil?
Hawk, we took some olive oil and we prayed over it, and he anointed all the hallways and everything, all the vegetables, everything. The dogs, me, and then we prayed over the house. And when he finished, and he called out the name of Jesus, the smell of death. Jeanette, you were here. You know the
Yeah.
smell. That smell everywhere in the house. And I kept the door to the bedroom shut, so only that stuff we were working on was in there. But everywhere else, that smell immediately went away. And then
That's
Hawk
really
said
weird.
it. The presence, just it was you. What was you? How you said it?
That there was just this heaviness, and I don't know how it just, there was a weight on the house, in the house, and the Lord just
I think
told
you
me,
So that's
cast it
the
away.
Hawk
told me
talking.
to anoint the house, pray over, ask Him to bless the oil, and with His Spirit and His power, and I rebuked any minion or adversary of hell, and commanded it to leave in the
Any
name of
minion
Jesus.
or adversary of hell.
Said the Lord's Prayer in every room. But something definitely lifted.
Nice.
Something was living in this home.
Yeah, there's a tangible difference.
Tangible.
You rooted out
Something
evil.
in the home, there's a
You
tangible
rooted out
difference.
evil.
Say it again.
There's a tangible difference now. There's something living.
In the home.
Yeah.
Picking up
But there's
today.
tangible difference now.
There's just I feel like the sun's shining, and it's you can feel the presence of God, and we've spent hours in prayer, and we've spent hours just trying to get it out and find a focus to keep moving forward. That's a lot of our struggles with having PTSD, and the whole reason for Food Dogs for Freedom, which is a division of the Savage Saints, is to rescue bully breeds and train them to be PTSD service dogs. 22 a day is 22 too many, and we got civilians who are succumbing to this weight, to this darkness. And I believe.
So now, isn't the 22 days the military?
No,
Like
it says 22 veteran suicide today is 22 too many, something like that. Stephanie
Right.
Jenks apparently has seen him do that repeatedly in his videos. It's just another one of those cliche sayings that means
But
nothing.
he's taking out the veterans part and using it as his now. Or it's like
Sure.
not his, using it as his words.
Using
And
his
just
word.
and taking just the veterans part out, like makes no sense, but whatever.
It is a demonic spirit of suicide. I battled it my whole life, and the only thing that ever set me free was making sure that I spent at least 10% of my day in the Word of God and praise and worship, and focusing on the kingdom first.
And that doesn't have to be just in scripture or anything. We do it with celebrating with music and doing all that.
I mean, when I stopped listening to secular music, it made a huge difference in my life. I made a choice, a conscious decision to stop watching things that brought me away from God, or that brought me into that low feeling. And now what went from 10% of my day is turned into
All of my day.
all of my day. And there's a freedom in that. I could never. I have a long story, and I got November 11th, 2020. I turned my will and my life over to the care of God, and I called upon the name of the Lord to save me from me. And God has put some directions and missions in my heart. He's brought me to Western North Carolina with Scripture, Isaiah 6:8. Whom shall I say to the Lord? Here I am, Lord, send me. And that has brought me into the lives of two amazing brothers and sisters, and many people here have just we've come together. What I call the remnant. We have a lot of believers who are willing to give everything to the kingdom of God today, and despite the attacks. Yeah, I lost a vehicle, I've lost gear, I've lost some teeth.
I lost it. I did it.
My best friend lost his wife. It's tragic. But we have hope. And Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, the plans of good and not of evil, the plans to see you prosper, plans to give you a hope and a future." And that's what we're focusing on today. We're gonna memorialize our sister and his wife, and we're going to keep moving forward with everything. You know, Andrea wanted her dog to be trained as a service dog, and Levi was here, and we've been working on that with situational grounding with Muggsy, and I just wish it could have been sooner, and we'd had more time to focus more directly on the mission. We've
focus on the mission.
Me and Billy.
What's the mission of folks following you to commit suicide?
Do something. We continually, Andrea would hit us in the morning with, "Hey, we got this person, or this person's called, or we got a message here. We need to go do an assessment." And when you have people in your life who continually put others first over their own property, over their own issues, over their own needs, to me, that was a directive from God that this is exactly where He wanted me and who He wanted to be equally yoked with. So,
the God stuff.
We got a bunch of people in the chat asking a bunch of questions, and you just started to allude to it a little bit, Hawk. So Hawk is really.
So he has a lot of words there. Go ahead.
Well, see where these questions get him, because the questions, all this other stuff is like rehearsed religious crap. It's all filler. It's just so that he can distract and deflect from talking about the real stuff, the real issues. He doesn't want to talk about the real stuff, so it seems to me he used the religious stuff to get away from it.
Or the I. Because he did a lot of eyes there for a minute.
Really good friend. He's been hanging with Billy. Him and his wife are going to help him out, help him bridge the gap here. But a lot of people in the chat are asking, and we definitely, Andrea decided that she wanted to go home. She decided that she, was going to do this her way, or what she thought God wanted her to do. But also, too, we don't want to forget about all the things that like Andrea had done. Just a powerhouse of work and to help other people. She was very easy to do that, but very hard to take that help for herself. So you guys just elaborate a little bit on a bunch of the different things, that she did. And just so that way we can celebrate her life and the things that she did and how caring she was and concerned about people and out there working every day, and probably doing a whole lot more than she should have been while she was pregnant. But she did those things unselfishly.
Well, when I first got to Camp Unknown, Billy wasn't there, and Andrea came up and introduced herself, and we got to talking, and my friend Janae, who had brought me to the camp, she was there, and I said, well, I feel like the Lord's led me here. And she goes, I think he did too. And she just had this beaming smile, and the weight of everything that was going on, and just people, unless you have boots on the ground here, you cannot even comprehend the level of
'cause you got to
devastation.
Camp Unknown like what, week 2?
Yeah,
Right after
that's the first
'cause
time.
the
first
first
time
week was the
was
transition, and Renee can speak on the transition because Renee kind of caused the transition and forced Camp Unknown into my lap. Renee caused all this stuff, but thankfully that happened. But then Hawkeye there probably the second week or so, and it was a different change because the initial body recovery was kind of wrapping up then, so we were different. We were getting into more of the cutouts and muck outs and all that stuff and cleanups, and then some of the other crazier recoveries and things. So we were getting into a different phase at that point entirely.
And one of the first conversations that where I stated, I said, I feel the Lord's brought me here to be surrounded by lions on the same mission. And when I said that, I saw the 10-mile wide smile on her face, and she's just grinning from ear to ear. And I'm like, what's so funny? And she goes, my nickname is Lion. and we just laughed. And she goes, I really want you to meet Billy. And so I stayed, and Billy got around. I was up at Camp Itchy Butt in Boone. And Billy said, look, we got a lot of stuff we can use. We need an arborist, and you're more than welcome to come to camp. And so here's the difference between everybody else in Western North Carolina. Anytime that I felt I couldn't tackle a job by myself, not only would Billy join me, but Andrea would be right there. And there ain't too many women who would get out and do this kind of work. And do it with when you got body pain and you got issues and everything going on, and just to see the tenacity and the fire of this lady, I think she inspired many of us to keep moving forward, and she had a light about her in a way that you would just want to get it done. She asked me to come back here. Was it March? We had a lot going on with crap that was done, stealing with the camps and all that. And she asked me to come up here, and I'm here to work on their property for free. And every morning she would hit us with, "Hey, we got a call. We got the Vietnam veteran here that we need to go do an assessment for." And just when I noticed, even after, this is when I come back in March, even now, she was so focused on being there for everybody else. And there's a couple down the road she didn't get along with, and you knew the heart of somebody when they wanted you to go help someone who they considered an enemy or a frenemy or a person they didn't like, and to still push people to help them. I think it speaks volumes of her character, and she was an amazing person. And
Wow, such a great way to sum it up.
She's been hurting for a long time now. This besides Helene, and I want to give people.
I mean, he really went in for it too, didn't he? He really went in for that one.
Yeah, ridiculous.
I would like to know his experience training service dogs. I have not found one yet. Anything yet.
I have a report today that I don't know if it's true or not, but apparently their service dogs nip at strangers. I don't know. That's just something that I heard. So Billy'd probably know if that was true, if his service dog would take nips at strangers.
Right.
It's not directly Helene related. She has been suffering for a long time. She has been wanting to go home for a long time, even before we got together. And that's probably what's made me deal with this a lot better,
Red.
is because I was more mentally prepared, because she sat me down after we got through our our newlywed phase and all that early on, and told me that, hey, look, I've had this pain for decades. No doctor could help me, no therapist could help me. Her father has even stated that to me numerous times the past few days when we've talked. Like, there's been no help, and there's been some doctors who have even like rescinded their licensing because they were so confident they can do it. And this is from her family's words, not from mine. It's from what I'm hearing, that they've had it to where someone could just like, well, I can't do anything for her other than just keep her alive. And so she's held on for so long. She's done so much for everyone and her family. I'm so thankful her family's coming down and going to spend this time with me, and they could see that she was enjoying this last
Look
bit
at
of
how
life.
weird that sounds now. Can you back that up like 20 seconds?
This hasn't
I know
been
this
directly.
is a long video. This is a really, really long video. It's like a 2-hour video here. So if we talk about it too much, we'll be here for like 10 hours. But
Right. It's past your bedtime.
oh yeah, well, I'm supposed to be working at 8 a.m., but hopefully.
All right, you said like 20 seconds.
Yeah, if you can back it up like 20 seconds just to what he just said right there.
Working on it. There we go. I did less than 20, but okay.
That she was enjoying this last bit of life. And so
enjoying this last
this
bit of
hasn't been directly that stuff, but all of the
think I went
related
back far
stuff
enough.
definitely sent her over the edge a little bit, to where my lion laid down in the field and she didn't
She didn't
want to
lay
get back
down in the
up.
field. She got violently shot in the face.
And it's
Right.
simple as that. It was her time, whether it would be tomorrow or next week.
I'm gonna go to the 24 mark.
She's held on for so long. She's done so much for everyone and her family. I'm so thankful her family's coming down and going to spend this time with me. And
There was the family come down and spend some time with them.
Yeah.
They could see that she was enjoying this.
Is he still waiting on him?
What's that?
I said, I wonder if he's
the
still waiting on him.
yeah, the family coming down. Yeah, that's exactly what the family wanted to do, Billy. You made them feel so warm and welcome, just like you did with everybody, right, Billy? I mean, I only met you one time, and I was like, oh my God, this dude is pretty much a psychopath.
Mm.
And it only took one time meeting you to kind of figure that out, Billy.
You're watching these videos.
Last bit of life. And so this hasn't been directly that stuff, but all of the Helene related stuff definitely sent her over the edge a little bit, to where my lion laid down in the field and she didn't want to get back up.
She laid down in the field and she didn't want to get back
It
up.
was her time, whether it would be
Right.
Notice how he, talk about what people was talking about earlier, about distancing yourself from things. Well, first, I think Billy might be a sociopath or a psychopath. I don't think he really has feelings to dissociate from. But if he did, one thing they teach you is to dissociate, the feelings from the logical choices, so that you can justify things like murder. For example, the military does that. They make you see enemy combatants, not human beings.
Right.
tomorrow, next week, a year from now. She was ready to go home to her award. She was ready for her new body. She said this so many times to so many people. She was ready. And I told her, and I've said over and over to her, there's a reason you're still here. There is a reason you are still here. We are still on a mission. There's you're gonna find out what that purpose is. And but she's got her new body, and I'm thankful for it. And I'm blessed to have had her and know her true self and all that, and be with her and to have all of you. So I just want to give that context. So it wasn't just Helene related and all that stuff, but that stuff
No.
definitely was a
No, but-
major playing point.
No, it was. And just, all right, so just a little context, like for me with hubby, it's the PTSD. So all of that got triggered again with this storm. All of that got triggered again when we had military vehicles up here, you know, and
Oh,
stuff like
that
that.
was
So,
the absolute worst. That Friday after the storm, when the federal government invaded, I'm just going to say that is my words. When the federal army showed up in combat gear and armed rifles, that
it
was
didn't look like they were
terrifying.
there to help, did they?
Yeah. It didn't last long. Those optics did not last long, but for those 48 hours, it was fucking terrifying. And excuse my language. It was
No, it's
she and
it was
I,
true.
she said it was the scariest moments in our life when the federal government, obviously Ronald Reagan, the government is here to help, but when the federal army shows up on your mountain, no, man. And everyone, it's like, when we were running our supply station at that point, this was before our camp. We had a supply point at the Big One Lodge, because there was this whole storm was crazy. Basically the week of rain and then the storm and all that, because it wasn't just Helene, it was 3 days of rain, a half day of not rain, and then Helene just sat over us and just dumped on us.
We had already had a good week. We had already had a good week and a half of nothing but rain.
Oh yeah, it was insane. Like, there was absolutely no chance we could have lasted with what we had. 44 million or 44 trillion gallons of water came down on us in a week. That's what their records say. It might have been way more. Like, when the mountain gives out under you, you know you're screwed. So it was that simple. But we set up a supply point at the Big One Lodge for the community there, because Western North Carolina is probably the most prepared place in the world for something like this to happen. I mean, you got good old boys up here, good old girls. You got old John.
He sure
What's
is
that?
good. He sure is good at claiming all the shit that he does.
He's also good at turning off his tears.
Yeah, and turning them on. 44 trillion gallons of water fell on us, and he goes, he's so pitiful. But he runs on about he doesn't say anything more about that I know of about. But this does go. How long is this video?
An hour and 50 minutes.
And how far are we into it?
48 minutes. Almost 49.
Right. They do go on for a long time, but it's all about like the Savage Saints, or Food Dogs. It's him and Carney just fucking running their grift.
And not really saying much. Turn the tears on, turn them off. And it's in weird spots. I don't know. It's not when it, I don't know. It's weird. Everybody's seeing it.
I don't know anybody who knows Mountain Mama. It's
Rogue
Mountain
Nation.
Mama. Huh?
Rogue Nation was here earlier. I think he said something. He made a comment, but I don't know what it was. Because it's been so long ago.
Been so long ago. Well, at the beginning, when I don't know if anybody noticed, but when Billy and the Hawk got on the second time here, it showed his camera at the beginning, and he was on the back deck.
Yes, with the dogs.
Right.
And Hawk.
Yeah. You saw the Hawk there too. Yeah.
Yep, he was there.
And you saw the hand signal.
Yes.
What do you think that was?
I don't know, and it was weird.
You got the timestamps on that?
Yes.
So we could easily see that again real quick?
Sure, why not? I'm about 6 seconds
Situation
ahead.
everything else. Then we have to build up his resources, as you know how to do now. And See, yeah, exactly.
You
Exactly.
know,
he said, okay,
when I
pause
had
it.
that experience, I would get dreams. I was
Yep, it was real quick. It
He
was like
said C. Okay, she did the letter C.
I'm gonna go back just a little bit and we'll watch it just one more time because it's real quick. I'm gonna leave it at 19.
Situation and everything else. Then they have to build up his resources, as you know how to do now. And see, yeah, exactly.
And then she rubs her.
Exactly.
you know, when I had that experience, I would get dreams. I was you know,
Pause it.
I'd have dreams of Alicia was her.
Okay, so she did do a C. Right? She had a closed hand and then she did a C. Right?
Right.
Would you agree? Huh?
Yep, I agree.
And then Uncle Doug said, yeah, C.
Yep.
Right? And the way he said it, it seemed like he was saying SEE to me when I heard him say it. But just now I was like, oh, maybe he's saying C, the letter C, which is
Right.
what she did. But okay, that would make sense. But what does C mean? What does that stand for? Yeah, C. Maybe we should back up a couple minutes and see. Well, it was like right when he said resources, though. It's not that far. Just like
Right.
let's go
Right.
like can you go 20 seconds earlier than where you just went before?
20 seconds. Okay, yep.
Mhm.
And once you put that with his wife, and they're both happy in that, and then push that picture far enough away that it's comfortable, and leave it there, and you'll find out that a lot has changed in his mind about his wife and about the situation and everything else. Then they have to build up his resources,
Resources.
as you know how to do now. And see, yeah, exactly.
Pause it.
Exactly.
You know, when I had
It's so fucking weird.
Right.
I mean, it definitely seemed like he saw her do that.
He did. He looked right at her.
Yeah.
Said it right at
It was right when she said, or he said that we know how to do that. It's time to build up his resources. We know how to do that.
that.
And then she's like, gets real smiley,
She
real
doesn't work.
agreeable, and does that signal, the
Right.
C. Yeah, C.
And she gets real smiley.
Right. Perks up.
Even right there where it's paused, look at her face.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
Because those two
the other
know
girl
each
doesn't know what's
other.
going on.
Yeah. I mean, she is introducing him, right? And she definitely like uh, has been listening to him. He's been influencing her,
Right.
right? He's an influence on her. I think so. Yeah, most definitely.
Right.
Right. Because he's doing these things, these NLP tactics, neuro linguistic programming, where he tried to get Billy just cold to do that though, and like doesn't even know Billy at all, over a live stream, thinking that he's gonna get Billy to actually imagine a picture in front of him of Andrea and them being happy, like in a, like Billy is in that kind of a, I mean, he doesn't have that rapport with Uncle, what is it? Uncle Ben, Uncle, what is it?
Uncle Doug.
Uncle Doug. I don't know why I can't ever remember.
He looks like Doug from the Doug's Modern World. That cartoon. You
I
ever
would've-
watched it?
No.
Oh shit! All right. Well,
Doug's Modern World.
it's probably not Doug's Modern World. It's something else, but he looks like the Doug, the cartoon character.
The thing is I don't know, that hand signal right there is enough to start a whole fucking conspiracy theory.
I mean, I see it.
You know I'm gonna clip that and send that to the Count of Conspiracy himself.
I mean, you got to do it. You got to do what you got to do.
Yep. If he approves it,
You already know.
fucking on. If he doesn't approve it, it's not a conspiracy. Simple
Right.
as that.
Whoa, hey, I haven't seen Road Dog Media in a minute. Welcome in. What's up, Hard Life? Katie Kidman's in the house. So yeah.
Superhero.
So yeah, that was a long live.
Oh yeah. But I think that was very revealing. We hadn't really looked at that in that way, in that hand signal, the talk of the resources, like how fast they moved on, how fast Mountain Mama was ready to declare with utmost assurity and confidence that Lion One had just decided that day that it was over and that
She wasn't gonna
God
answer.
could not have commanded her to do that. So she must have been a demon. And there were demons in the house which needed to be cast away by their
Olive oil.
oil or
Olive oil.
WTF. They even did olive oil.
Olive oil. You have to
And then
anoint.
okay, did you hear Maisie talk about the dream with Alicia where Alicia came to her?
Yes, but that's her friend Alicia, right? Not
Well, I don't think it's the same Alicia that's
right. It's the
that-
friend that committed suicide.
Okay, it was her friend because she was talking about that earlier in the video. I didn't think it was Alicia, but I wanted to bring that to the attention because somebody might have thought that. Okay.
Right. And you clarified.
It was weird hearing it.
Right.
Right, with hindsight, because when I first watched this video, I didn't know Alicia. But
Right.
then seeing it again, and I'm like, Alicia, what? And Alicia came to her in a dream. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't know. I don't know Maisie.
I don't either.
don't either,
Maisie, I don't know her, but she seems like she doesn't really even know what's really even going on. But she has
Right.
she has
has
stories
dreams.
to go with them, right? Dreams, stories,
Yeah.
and
I like dreams. You have dreams?
I turned my dreams off a long time ago, and I'll have to tell you in person why.
Okay. She turned them off.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yep.
Well.
Yep. Turn those bitches off.
I never turned off any dreams.
I turned them off.
Maybe I turned off nightmares.
I turned off something.
Okay, something. Way to build mystery at the end, Westside. You're on my team, in case you didn't know. Prince of Pastor.
Yeah.
I'm for real.
Two was the dab. I was watching our video. I'm gonna post it.
Which one?
The one where me, you, and Toe Tag are in that little area in Tucson, dancing.
What? Let's see it. Where is it?
Well, I don't have it uploaded yet.
You sure know how to build up the crowd.
Yep, sure do. On that note, West Side's out.
Oh, the one that was in the with the big cactus.
Oh yeah.
That one, the one that everybody wants, the one. Oh my God, West Side.
Yep, sure
We're
did.
about to see that video.
Oh yeah, but it's me, you, and Toe Tag just dancing.
Yeah, but how long is it? Why don't you upload it right now and then we'll see it right now?
Sure, why not? I probably already have it
While you're
uploaded.
live, can you upload it while you're live?
Oh yeah, why
It's a
not?
short video, right? So it should upload super fast if you can do
Oh
both.
yeah, I can do that. Let me give me
Yeah,
a
we
second.
can't leave the crowd hanging like that.
I mean,
Are
but
you kidding?
it was a good crowd hanger.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But that title, I'm just seeing it again. Mountain Mama of Evidence leaves Billy and the Hawk nowhere to turn but the Innocence Project. Woo woo. I mean, that's a pretty good title you got there, Westside.
That is a pretty good title.
Yeah. Couldn't have wrote it better myself.
Mhm. That's what he said.
That's what he said. Are you uploading that?
I'm trying.
If so, we should get the thumbnail up in the meantime,
I should have
if we could.
already
Or
had it ready.
yeah, the thumbnail.
No, not the thumbnail, that video. Because I was looking at it at lunch today.
What video? Oh, the one that you're trying to upload?
Yeah.
Okay.
Brandon Mitchell. I got so many pictures in this phone, it's not even funny.
It's not even funny.
Yeah,
I
because it's
know.
further
Most
back.
of them I have, but some of them you have.
Yeah. Got that right.
And you've been
Because we had
holding it. Just holding it.
just holding it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I
You
had
know
a
what
tripod.
you know what leverage is.
Oh yeah. Okay, so we want to do the quick one? Oh yeah, let's do toe tag. Oh wait, but I don't want to make it short. Fuck that. The fuck? Oh, go back. There he is.
I don't see it.
Because I'm working. Oh, I'm supposed to be doing that too, huh?
Are you there?
Yeah.
Boom pow. Oh, there's the thumbnail. Okay.
Yeah, I'm working on that too. The other one's loading. We got a few minutes.
A few minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that thumbnail right there, it was big, but now
Yeah, I closed it or something. I don't know what the fuck happened.
right. The Innocence Project can help him once he gets arrested and convicted. Then he can call the Innocence Project. But he won't even say he's innocent and shit at this point.
Right.
He's never said that.
You think he will?
No. He's
Oh yeah, that's the one by the cactus. That's the one we should be watching. I was gonna do the other one.
You found the one by the cactus?
Yes.
That's the one we should be watching. Did you? Is it uploaded?
No, I found it after I uploaded that other one. But this one's short.
Oh,
What's up, Pepe? Welcome in. Okay, let me go back over here.
okay. So we'll have 2 videos.
Yes. And
Okay.
sick ass food.
So that thumbnail has Billy and the hawk, and that was taken from a picture on the back deck of them
Right.
sitting there like that next to each other, telling their bullshit story. Look how fucking innocent they look.
So innocent.
Right. That was the Sideways Memorial video. We still need to see that again because we still haven't seen it because it was sideways and we never watched it.
Did we ever get it flipped around? I think you got it flipped around, didn't you?
I have it and on my phone, and it's like a 2.5 hour video. I flipped some of it around. We watched some of it, but I need to flip around the whole thing and upload it. Maybe I'll do that for tomorrow.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I'm
Never.
not gonna fight this right now. Like, come on. We're just trying to watch a video.
Yeah, because plans never survive first contact with the enemy.
Okay, so we're gonna watch this Aurora one first with the big cactus.
With
Cactus.
the cactuses. All right. Is it uploaded?
Pause up. Oh, no, up. Hold on. Too quick. Yes, I'm gonna stop sharing this one. I might open it again so we have sound because I don't want no sound issues. Yeah.
We're standing there. Over.
He's gonna get in between us.
Yeah, over.
Get
Right there, right
when
there.
you come up here, get like behind us.
Oh yeah.
See what I'm saying? Like,
I didn't edit it yet.
have attitude. Come in and be like, oh, he's hitting it hard. Right? Yeah.
No, go ahead.
I don't know if this is the actual part,
That's already going.
but that was us acting up.
Hey, fist bump. We got a win. We got that win. Technically sucks. Check it out on YouTube. It's a video too. Quite well, right? Blue Power. We got the.
That's how
That
we
was us.
take pictures. And then we take a screenshot from that.
Yep.
But we don't usually
And then-
show the video. But that was a funny video. They're all funny.
That was. But the next one's even better. The next one's even better, and it's 2 minutes and some change.
2 minutes and some change. Oh, okay. But we're doing big
You
things
know what I mean?
this
Like do
time.
our little fucking dance intro. in there.
Oh yeah,
That'd be pretty
this is
cool.
the best one because we all do it.
trying to do it. Yeah. Like nobody noticed that camera.
No, that's why I walked up and did it.
I thought she was gonna line up. Hey, let's line up and do it.
Love
No,
the shirt
she
too.
walks in on-
The yellows.
I got you doing that too.
I definitely am not.
We had good times.
You don't want to do that one?
Top part.
That hard.
You know what I thought you
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, that might get you to dab faster. Or easier.
No, that won't work. That
yeah.
fucking hurts.
You should have that.
That hurts.
You heard
Yeah, that
himself.
They're trying to push your hip this way and dab that way.
Wait. Clear
Wait, here we go.
Oh!
No funky
Move
chicken.
your legs. You gotta move your legs. All right, show them how to do it. No, show them the strut.
Gotta do the face thing?
Show the strut. Yeah, it's called the funky chicken.
Is that the funky chicken?
The funky chicken.
The funky chicken.
So he's got his strut. Oh, there's like.
Yeah,
He did many funky.
something like that.
My funky
That was a
turkey.
lot of funky.
Yeah, something like that. You know what I mean?
We have to all be doing the same amount of funkies on our chickens.
Dab.
Ooh, she's spicy.
Oh, there you go.
Punching the shit out of the
There
world.
was no
My ounce is inside. My ounce is inside. It's because I have the joint.
I did have.
I have the doobie in my mouth. Yeah, I did all that with the doobie. You didn't see the doobie, you probably can't see it in there. It's because the way we're faced.
Oh, you guys want to be my my backup dancers for my rap?
We did that one
right
too.
now?
My rap?
I think so. Been a while.
Got the backup dancer on yours. That would be the next time.
Yep. Backup dancers. That's where we had to start a new video and shit. Had to bring in
Yeah.
the production crew. We're like, oh yeah. Yep. That happens.
That was
Yeah,
fun
yeah,
times.
That was the dab. Yeah, we did the dab to the funky chicken.
We have another one too, but I haven't uploaded that one either. I don't think the Christmas one.
Oh, that dab, yeah.
Yeah, that'll be next.
That wasn't very clear. The camera was like fuzzy. Remember? We
Yeah.
did it good, but the camera, the video was fuzzy.
I'll have to work on it.
It was
Yeah,
on
we
my
try to have fun. Right. We try to have fun, but
Yeah. Maybe it was on your phone. Oh yeah, that's what it was. And I was trying to get it over to my phone so I could edit it.
yeah, and then we tried to send it back and it didn't want to send back or something. I don't know.
Right.
Because I ended up getting it, but it wouldn't let me do stuff. I probably should have just downloaded it to YouTube and then download it back to my phone. But it would. I'll work on it.
Right. But okay. Yeah. The now I've never seen those videos before either.
Nope.
Oh my god, you know the bloopers?
Yes, I have them in my phone. I have them. Some of those in my phone. That's gonna be uploaded too.
Oh, God. I mean,
No.
from when BSBT was in Arizona.
Oh yeah, I have that one too. I have that one, don't I?
That's what I'm
Were you-
talking about. Like when we're talking.
I have that one, I think.
Yeah, but that's another stream. We're not doing that.
Yeah, that's another stream. We don't want to do that one. This one.
No.
I
But,
would have.
all right. Yeah.
I would have.
Good stream. Good stream.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Have a good night, guys.
You
Thank
too.
you.
Let's hang out. Everybody have a good night. Thanks for showing up. Dun, 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 dun.